Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today guys, we are going to be jumping down into the charts to do some brief technical analysis on Cardano. As I get into this video, if you do find this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, links in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free to join and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. If you're looking for a little bit more from the crypto space, why not go ahead and check out our Patreon services. Links also in the description down below if that is your bag. Right, let's get right down into this, right? Because there's a lot of things going on with Cardano, a lot of fantastic things, and some things that I think are getting to some really critical points, right? So Cardano paired up with USDT. This is our hourly chart and Binance is our data source. Okay, so on this hourly chart, I just want to talk about what I think is going to happen over the next kind of 48 hours or so. Not something that's going to happen today imminently, but something that's going to happen over a course of a few days. It's essentially a pullback down, right? We've been tracking a 5-wave move into this yellow box area down at the bottom. This is basically 87.6 to 90 cent. Okay, we are working our way down here at the moment for this one, and we can see this potentially coming in soon, right? And we've kind of got this big A wave pulling down, a B wave just pushing us up here, and we are about to, in my opinion, drop back down over the next kind of couple of days and towards this 90 to 87 cent range. Okay, that would actually then mark this area of the 5th wave being complete, and we can start to talk about what happens next, right? So essentially this is a really good key area for accumulation, and if I actually just bring this back down a little bit, you can kind of see that I've also got this other yellow box area right here as well. Okay, and this yellow box area ranges from the lows of 82.3 up to the highs of 98.4. All of this, in my opinion, was a fantastic accumulation zone. Okay, we've come down a little bit lower, right into the mid-range of this accumulation point, and this is going to be the kind of the optimized area, in my opinion, right between 87.6 and 90. It's possible we come down a little bit lower, but this is where it's looking right now on this hourly chart for accumulation of ADA before we start to see some kind of reversal, right? So as I kind of bring this back out a little bit, I'm just going to zoom this out a tad. Now you can start to see the scale of what's been going on a little. We've actually had a 5-wave structure come on up, and we've had a 3-3-5 structure come on down. Okay, so we have basically a good structural pattern emerge going up, right? With basically a 5-3-5-3-5 structure going up. Then we have a 3-3-5 structure coming down. And the importance of this is basically a trend-based structure and a corrective-based structure, right? So going up, we have a trend-based structure, the 5-3-5-3-5 structure, and then on the way down, we've got a corrective structure, a 3-3-5. Okay, so these are two very different patterns, even though they have 5-wave moves inside them. One is what we'd call an impulsive move or a trend setter, and the other one is basically just corrections, right? So what's also really important about these two moves is the nature of this one on the left-hand side, this impulsive 5-wave structure, is that it could be also understood as the beginning of an impulsive structure on a larger time frame. Okay, and that is how I got to this yellow box area here. Okay, this yellow box area ranging between that 82 and 98 cent range. This is the box that would be a typical wave 2 correction. Okay, so we have a good move going up, and then we have a good move coming down. Now, if that's a wave 1 with 5-3-5-3-5 structure, then we have a 3-3-5 corrective structure. This was the area that we were thinking that a wave 2 should go to. It's the typical retracement of 50 to 88%, right? 50 to 88%. Okay, so that's the typical wave 2 correction, and Cardano has followed it beautifully. Okay, so we've had the 5-wave structure coming up, the impulsive trend setter, and then we've had our correction coming down into our corrective zone using a corrective structure. So this is actually looking pretty good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in on top of this our stochastic RSI. Now we know that we need to drop down a little bit lower because our daily stochastic RSI is overbought. So we want to see this daily RSI come down. This means that we could come down to the lower ranges here, and although we are currently looking at that 90 cent range, it is probable that we could also drop down towards our 80 2-cent range just because we need to lower that stochastic RSI more than we have done already. Okay, at least on our hourly chart here. Now, as I bring this up into our daily, our daily is actually in a pretty good spot. This is actually oversold. And we'll start talking about moves to the upside. The weekly does need to come down though, so that does throw a little bit of a spanner in the works here as to what is going on with the weekly stochastic RSI. It's not overly problematic where it is, but for a third wave up, I would have liked to have seen it lower, okay, if we're being brutally honest about it. The 8-hourly chart needs to come down, and the 4-hourly chart needs to come down. So basically what we've got here is an overbought hourly, an overbought 4-hourly, an overbought 8-hourly. This is all telling us that we're likely to drop down imminently, okay, over the next kind of 48 hours or so. And a daily stochastic RSI is basically saying we're almost ready for a third wave upwards, right? So if this was in fact a wave 1, this being a wave 2, we're almost ready for that next surge up, right? But that weekly stochastic RSI is a problem, and you know, we've got to figure out how we're going to correct that weekly stochastic without doing too much price damage that actually breaks structure. Okay, so that one's going to be something that we have to keep an eye on. It's not overly problematic. I mean, we've seen it previously just bounce around up here for a while, so it is possible that it stays where it is. It just kind of bounces around at the top end until we get to the 4th wave correction. But I am open to the idea that maybe something else will happen as well, but we'll have to analyze the market closer to the time to know exactly what is going on. But essentially on this weekly chart, what I think is going on here is that we've kind of gone with a 5-wave, a 3-wave, a 5-wave structure going up, 3-wave structure going down, we should hopefully end up with another 5 trend setting structure to the upside, a 4th wave correction, and then a final 5th wave going up higher. Okay, that's kind of what we're looking for, and we're kind of hoping to play this out over the next kind of couple of weeks or so. This is not something that is going to be quick. We're looking for Bitcoin to also reverse up, and Cardano absolutely has to fly in order for a lot of that stuff to occur. Now, there are some fundamental things that are happening with Cardano that could also help deliver the structure that we're looking for going slightly further forward. So I do think there's a lot of things to kind of look forward to, but do expect some volatility on the shorter time frames. As we talk about the next few days, I do expect us to pull back down, and I do expect Cardano to move up over the next few weeks into a nice strong either a B wave a C wave higher, or at least a C wave higher, maybe even that third impulsive structure that I'm looking for to get the overall 1, 2, and 3 out of the way. So guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe? It's completely free, and I do think you'll be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done, and out of the way, I'll hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.